Hey y'all, so we are going to get started standing at the top of the mat. So I'm going to face you, but find the top of the front of your surface and bring your gaze down or close your eyes if that's comfortable. We're just going to take about 30 seconds or so to get grounded and give ourselves time to physically arrive here for this practice. So close the eyes or bring the gaze down. Let's bring the left hand towards the heart and the right hand over the belly. And start to deepen the breath here. Relax the shoulders, soften the jaw, soften the brow. Filling up, expanding the belly on the inhale. And exhale, sighing it out nice and gently. One more. Very nice. Take a moment here just to quickly scan the body and notice if there's any space in your body where you're holding on to tension. Maybe your shoulders or your forehead, wherever that is, if it resides in you today, wherever it is, just take a moment to give yourself permission to release, to be free, to move in a way that suits you today. And we'll take one more inhale here. Sigh it out. Very nice. Let's release the arms down to the sides and then join me at the front of your surface if you're not already there. We'll start bending the knees, reach up nice and high. Inhaling here. Exhaling, fold, bending at the knees, bring the arms down. Inhale for halfway lift here. So think of making an L shape with your body, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, pressing the hips back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. We're going to swing the arms back. And then as we bring them forward, we're going to take a little seat here. Arms can come all the way up, chest comes forward, or hands at heart center, squeezing the thighs together. One more breath here. Inhale, reach all the way up, pressing through the feet. Maybe a little back bend here. Maybe reach back a little bit with the arms. Press the hips forward. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Hands come down to the shins, or to the ground, or to your props if you're using them. Next, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen that spine once again. Maybe shake out the neck. Exhale, plant the hands down, bend into the knees. We're gonna find downward facing dog. So here, pressing the weight back towards the heels, pressing firmly in through the palms, almost thinking of suctioning the palm, pressing each knuckle down into the ground, and pedaling it out here if you'd like. So bending into one knee, lengthening the opposite leg, and vice versa. Maybe get your hips involved here. Relax the neck and the head down. Find stillness for 1 or 2 breaths here. Next, exhale, press your weight forward, gently come down onto the knees, finding tabletop position. So from here, we are going to bring the knees into touch. I want to think of alignment between our shoulders, elbows, and wrists. The knees can be stacked under the hips, or they can be walked back a little bit further. Regardless, bring them in together to touch nice and close. And we're going to come into balancing cat. So gaze comes down here. When you're ready, on an inhale, lift that right leg down, back, and bring the ball of the foot down to the ground. Really lengthen through that leg, and we want to press the weight forward and back, just to get a nice stretch in the hamstring and the calf. So you're rolling on the ball of the foot, opening up that calf nice and gently. Come to a neutral space here, and then option to lift that leg up, flexing the toes down, pressing the heel out. And when you feel nice and stable, lift the left arm up. Gaze stays down, pressing into the top of the left foot, lifting the right foot higher if you can. Imagine somebody's pulling you from your foot and your arm. One more breath. Exhale, left hand comes down. Walk the right hand over to the left side, and we're going to step the right foot forward. So find some momentum there. Step the foot forward. If it doesn't come up where it needs to come up, if it doesn't reach all the way forward, pick it up or heel toe and shimmy it forward. Give yourself some space here. Hands can come to the hips or to the top of the thigh. Think of bringing the shoulders back and the chest forward. Inhale, tuck the tailbone and press the hips forward a little bit. Reach the arms up. 2 more breaths. Next inhale, let's bring the left hand down to the ground. It might come off the mat like mine, and that's absolutely fine. And we're just gonna find a twist here. So we wanna think of stacking the shoulders, rotating the chest over to the side of the room, and then maybe lifting that right arm up and back. If this feels like a lot on your shoulders, just bring your hand to the hip or rest it on the thigh, but you can still find that rotation to stack the shoulders. 1 more breath. And exhale, hand comes down to the inside, and we're going to take our time and step that right foot back to find that tabletop position. So arriving back in tabletop, make sure the knees are together for our balancing posture. Extend that left leg behind you, come to the ball of the foot. Press the weight forward. Really lengthen that left foot so that you can find a nice stretch in the calf. Bouncing back and forth just a few more times. And then coming to neutral. Lifting that left foot, gaze stays down, flexing the toes down, reaching the right arm forward, pressing the ground away with the left foot, with the left hand, reaching, engaging the core, lifting the leg a little higher. Exhale, right hand comes down, walk the hands over to the right side, step that left foot forward for your lunge. Take your time. Getting centered, coming up. Tuck that tailbone. Send the hips forward if you can. Reaching up. There's 2 more breaths here. Next exhale, right hand comes down this time. And find a twist here. Stack those shoulders. Reach the opposite arm up and back. Staying connected to that breath. 1 more breath. Reach back a little further if you can. And exhale, hands come down to the inside of the foot. Heel toe that left foot out, sending it back. From here, we're gonna find a child's pose. So taking the knees nice and wide, even if they come off the mat, as wide as you need them to be. Big toes nearly touching the back. Press the hands forward. Really extend, pressing the hips back towards the heel, and then lower all the way down into the torso. Forehead can come down to the ground, or you can rest on one side of the face. Finding a nice lengthening in the spine. keeping the hips pressed back. You can always stack the forearms here and rest your forehead that way. You can bring a pillow under your torso if you'd like. Last breath here. And start to lift yourself up. Coming back onto hands and knees, and then transitioning onto our back. Taking your time. Finding your final Shavasana. Whatever position feels best to you right now is the perfect position to be in. You can opt to have the knees bent, feet wide, knees falling in together, or just flat on your back like the traditional posture. And we'll take just a moment here, allowing our breath to be natural. Tuning into the sensation of your heartbeat. Now you have an option here to extend your Shavasana, or if you'd like to invite some gentle movement back into your body. We will end the class here. Thank you so much for joining me.